For 45 years, we've had speed, we've had beauty, we've had power. We are the American muscle car. We are Camaro, we are Trans Am, and this is Fbody Digest.
Hi, I'm Peter.
And I'm Heather.
And this is Fbody Digest. This is our first episode of Fbody Digest, and we hope you enjoy it. What this is, it's a half-hour variety show devoted to the Camaro and Trans Am owner. In this first episode, what you're going to find is...
We're going to have our feature car, which is a 79 10th anniversary owned by Jeff Leonard, and it's a 2,000 mile car. And then we're also going to have a car club feature, which is all Gen Camaros.
We're going to be showing you the fifth generation concept Trans Am built by Trans Am Depot. And they built this car for Paul Sr. of Orange County Choppers. And we're also going to have a segment showing you how to better photograph your car before you submit your pictures to, say, a magazine or for an online contest.
We've also got an Fbody build, which is featuring Peter's 1980 Trans Am Special Edition. And we've got Tool Tech, which this episode is going to be a door hinge rebuild.
And finally, we're going to show you a product review on a waterproof car cover. And this is a $50 unit that we bought just at the local Pet Boys.
This is our first episode of Fbody Digest, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hi, this week on the Fbody Digest car feature, we have Jeff Leonard with us today. We're in Sparta, Tennessee. Jeff Leonard is the proud owner of this 1979 10th anniversary Trans Am. This car is a 2,000 mile car and it's got a pretty unique history. Jeff, first off, when did you buy the car?
I bought it in 1994.
1994, so you've had that car, jeepers, coming up on over a decade, well over a decade.
For quite a while.
And where'd you buy it from?
I bought it from a car collector in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Did you have it hauled down, or?
I drove up and looked at it, bought it, and brought it home.
If you don't mind us asking, back then, how much was a car like this?
Give the sticker price, $12,000 for it.
$12,000. Amazing how much time has changed. How many miles were on it when you bought the car?
1,845 miles. It's got, today, sitting here, it's got 2,056 miles.
What have you done to the car since you bought it?
Pretty much just changed fluids and filters, that's it.
Wow, so all the vacuum lines?
Kept it clean. Everything's all completely original except air filters and oil.
The car is an automatic, but it has unique little details such as the power antenna. It had the red light gauges, red light radio, and red light shifter bezel. It's a pretty unique car in that respect. What are your plans for the car?
Well, I'd always planned on keeping it the rest of my life. I've been a fan of Trans Am since the day Smokey and I seen it in '78 on TV.
Old Bert.
I told my mom and dad at the moment, I said, that's it, I'm going to buy one. A friend of mine told me about a neighbor that had a 300 mile 10th anniversary. It was the first 10th I had ever seen in person. When I seen it, I decided I had to have an anniversary too.
Now, do you show the car at all? Have you taken it to any shows?
I've showed it in AutoZone Car Show in Scoopville, Tennessee. Got first place in my class, and I got best of show.
Oh, excellent. Have you ever had this car out to Trans Am Nationals?
One time I trailered it up.
Excellent. Now, this isn't the only car you own, is it?
No.
What is your other car?
I've got another 79 10th anniversary that's got 26,000 miles on it now.
Wow. Wow. So you saw Smokey and the Bandit, and that was it. You were sold.
I was sold from that day.
Well, I tell you, Jeff, you have an absolutely amazing car, and now we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to go over this car in more detail. It's not very often that you get to see a 2,000-mile car, so we're going to have a good time and we're going to check it out.
Fbody Digest, and today we're here with Dean Phillips from All Gen Camaro. Hi, Dean.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, what is your website?
Our website is allgencamaros.com.
And now your website is geared for all generation Camaros.
That's correct. Yes, we're here to anybody that's got a Camaro. They're more than welcome to come visit our site, check us out, and see what we got going on. Basically, we're based out of Atlanta, so a lot of our membership is based out of the Atlanta area. We do a lot of stuff, go around, we plan a lot of different things, so people are in and out, checking out what we're doing. We get into, we have a thing on the home page where we do a club car of the month, so every month one of the members' cars is put up on the home page, so they get their glory for 30 days. On the page. Site's been up, we've been up about 4 or 5 years. The club's only 3.5 years old, but we've had the site up longer as we're trying to get the club going. And we just give the club members somewhere to go.
Okay, and what kind of events do you do throughout the year?
We do various car shows around the region. We also do a lot of the cruise-ins, so we get out and hit them all during the show season. Then in the fall, winters, early spring, before everything hits back up, we get out and start doing cruises and go to various areas and spend a day just riding around, checking things out. Okay.
Now, if I'm new to your website, what is going to attract me to your website?
We definitely have a lot of coverage of the shows and stuff, where we've been, what we've been doing. We take a lot of pictures of shows, not involved with our own club cars being taken pictures of, but what goes on in the shows, what everybody can see as far as attendance-wise at these various shows that we go to. And we do hit a lot of them.
I'm Steve, and I'm with Trans Am Depot, and we build a tribute version of the '77 Trans Am on the new SS Camaro platform. We're riding in the Hearst edition of the '77 Trans Am, and this is a car that we built for Paul Sr. of Orange County Choppers. And we're here at the Fbody gathering in Atlanta. We're just going to go for a little cruise.
What are some of the features of this car?
This car has got a ProCharger, supercharger on it, and I think it dynoed somewhere around 580 to the rear wheel. It's got a custom full leather wrap interior that we did. We work with First Performance. This is designed by Kevin Morgan. He's designed all of our cars. We're going to build a 69 Trans Am Tribute, and we're also building a 69 GTO Judge Tribute. Working on the drawing board right now, we're working on 70 Olds 442 Tribute. All of our cars will be built on the SS Camaro platform.
Now you drove one of these cars up from Florida, correct?
Right. It's about 300 miles from Tallahassee to Atlanta, North Atlanta. And I drove the blue car, and we trailered this car because it's one of our clients, and we want to show the car, but we want to keep the miles off of it, so we trailered it. But
how long does the conversion typically take?
Our standard conversion's probably in the neighborhood of about 8 weeks. If it's a T-top car, I'd want you to add at least a month to that. It's a huge undertaking to take a car and put T-tops in it. We strengthen the subframes, basically put the GM kit that they use on the convertible. So we feel like, if anything, it might be a little overkill, but we'd rather go that way.
T-tops are a really welcome addition to these cars. It's just part of the Camaro and Trans Am's heritage.
Yeah, absolutely. We like to pay tribute to the cars, the heritage. The Trans Am Depot guys, Scott and Todd and Jim, they started all this, but they've been restoring Trans Ams and other muscle cars for well over 25 years. So we're not, a new company, but the new conversions that we're doing, they've been working hard on these for about 3 years, so to get where we're at today.
Now you guys are doing obviously like a show tour run right now with the cars. What other shows will you be at this year in 2012?
Yeah, our goal is to get the cars out in front of the public this year. We're going to be in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee next weekend. We were at the Detroit Autorama in February. We're at the Chicago World of Wheels 1st of March. We're going to be at the Trans Am Nationals in Ohio this year. We plan to be at the Pontiac Nationals in Ohio as well. We're going to go to the Woodward Dream Cruise in Detroit in August. We're going to go to the Cruising the Coast in Biloxi in October, and we're considering other show dates. Those are just the ones that I know we've got booked so far.
Well, we really appreciate you taking the time today to take us out and really enjoy this car firsthand. It's an amazing car.
Well, thank you. It's
absolutely
my pleasure.
Beautiful car.
We'll be right back. In the meantime, check out these companies and car clubs that are devoted to the Camaro and Trans Am.
TA.com, the Trans Am information site. Message forums, newsletters, Trans Am chat room. 78TA.com. See you online. welcome to the largest 1970 to 1981 Trans Am and Firebird owners group on the web. Message forum, tech information, and 4,500 members strong. transamcountry.com.
Hi, I'm Pete, and today what we're going to do is we're going to take a minute and break down photographing your Trans Am or your Camaro. One thing that you'll find today is with the different publications, be it online or print magazine, you can submit your car into a lot of different contests and hopefully have your car considered to maybe win a prize or some recognition on the internet or through some of the different publications. One of the biggest mistakes that people make, though, is not taking the extra time to properly go out and photograph your car so that your car really stands out. One thing you'll find is when you have a contest that people will submit their cars is a lot of folks will go out and they'll take a picture like, and it'll be right there in their driveway. And you may have a beautiful looking car, but your car is only going to be as beautiful as the surroundings. So what we've done today, we're just above Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we're at a TVA dam here. What they do, we're up on top of the mountains. They pump water up here, and then it gets drained back down to turns turbines. But this makes for a very picturesque place to take pictures of your car. When you're taking the pictures of the car, there's a couple things that you're going to want to think about. When you're photographing your car, and you have a real nice background, there's three real good angles that work every time to get a really nice picture. And the first one is coming way down low and look up at the car through an angle. And the second is being at the height of the car, as if you were driving in here. And your third angle is up high and coming down. The next thing you want to do when taking a good photograph of your car, and I really love the angle that this car is sitting at. You have the wheel slightly cocked so that you really see the round of the wheel. We're standing at a nice diagonal glance so it really shows the different features of the car. And one thing is be aware of where your light is. Lighting really makes a difference, and the lighting during the day and during the evening is totally different. Your car can be in the same spot, and depending on what time you take the picture during the day, the picture could be a completely different picture. So experiment a little bit with times of days, lighting and shadows, and you'll be surprised at how much you can do with your car. Other ways that are nice to really photograph a car are things like on the Trans Am. Take an angular shot coming up at the nose, looking at the edge, getting some of the different features of the headlights and the round of the hood. Always a good one is the shaker itself. The shaker itself is just a terrific way to get a good picture of your car. And that's just coming over. Once you have your pictures taken, there's a lot of different editing software, and depending if you're running a Mac or if you're running a standard Microsoft computer, you have a lot of different options you can use to enhance the quality and the look and the feel of your photograph once you've taken it and imported it onto your computer. You can put different filters on to change the lighting. You can even crop and edit out actual objects in the background. There's many different brands of photo editing software out there, and what you'll end up with is a really crisp image once you can remove some of this background distractions or noise. So when you're taking pictures of your car, always think about your lighting. Think about everything that surrounds the car, your backdrop, and also the condition of your car. Of course, have a clean car. Make sure everything's polished up and looks good, and have fun with it. That's what it's all about. You're sharing your little snapshot of your car and your joy to the world. We hope this kind of helps you to take better photographs of your car, and we hope that knowing the different things to look at and to work on will help you to get your car in the next publication. Hi, I'm Pete.
And I'm Heather.
And a few years back, we put together a 79 10th anniversary, the first year that Heather had this 81 Trans Am. We took it down to a show in Atlanta, and my 79 10th anniversary, of course, won its class.
We finished finished his 81 Camaro this year, and we took it down to the same show, and I beat him.
So, that being said, best out of 3 is the winner. And I'm going to put together a car just like this car, but I'm going to do it better.
Bring it on. So I told you to bring it on. What you got?
Well, I found me a car. I got me one of them black and gold Trans Am special editions. And I ran my PH documentation, and it's true. I'll bring it up here. Oh, shit. So here it is.
So that's it, huh?
This is it.
And you think that's going to beat that?
That will beat that. So what we got a 1973 455 that we're going to put in this. I got some cool little aftermarket things. We're going to put in a Hurst dual gauge shifter. We got one of those old school Hooker 4-point chrome roll bars. Going to put some louvers on it. It's going to be awesome.
Bring it on.
I will. So what you're going to see though, and all kidding aside, future episodes of Fbody Digest and also on fbodywarehouse.com, you're going to see a whole variety of new install videos coming out. You guys can watch as this car comes back to life. We will make this car as pretty as that car. We've done it before. We're going to do it again.
We'll be right back, and in the meantime, check out these companies and car clubs devoted to the Camaro and Trans Am. Customize your new Camaro the way you want. We have more new Camaro graphics than the competition. Use the graphics the pros use. Shop online at bigwormgraphics.com. Camaro Central, stocking the highest quality parts at the best possible price. From concourse correct parts to billet aluminum add-ons, Camaro Central has got you covered. Camaro Central offers parts and accessories for 67 through 2011 Camaros.
Hi, I'm Yancey, and this week in Tool Tech we're going to show you a couple tools that make the job a lot easier when replacing the door springs and bushings.
The first tool that we're going to show you this week in Tool Tech is the door spring toolkit. This right here allows you to take the door springs off of your door hinges. The second tool we're going to show you this week is a bushing tool, and this helps you easily remove the bushings while in or off the car. The first tool, like I said, is the door spring tool, and this helps alleviate the tension on the door spring, hence it keeps it from shooting out once you try to take it off. And how this tool works is it just slides in the door spring, and you try to get it as far separated as possible. That way you have enough room to compress the spring. After you do that, you will actually hit at the end of it with a hammer. The tool into the spring to help it keep from shooting out. and just tighten it down pretty securely until you can't twist no more, and the door spring will fall right out. Like so. And on the second tool, it is the bushing tool. And this right here, it allows you to get the bushings out from the door hinge pretty easily. And the first step in that is to take your pin and exit your pin, and all you do with this is hit the bottom of it with a hammer. Another good thing for the bushing tool that you can use, if your pin doesn't want to come out pretty easily, it's more than likely rusted too on the ends, and what you will use is this right here to hit the ends, and it will just shoot your pin right through. Once you get the pin out, your door bushing tool, and this right here allows you to put the bushings in securely and center instead of off center or backwards. And these bushings, they go in facing the inside. If you allow them to go, if you put them in towards the outside, it will not allow the other part of the hinge to slide on properly, and you would have a really hard time getting it on there if you put them in backwards. The two tools that we had just showed you on Tool Tech this week are a great addition to any person's toolboxes, and can be used on pretty much any GM model out there. There's various options of what these can work on and fit, so if you're into other cars as well, they're a great addition to any person's toolboxes.
This week's product review on the Fbody Digest is going to be a waterproof car cover by Typon. And we bought this at Pet Boys for $49.99, and the part number is 10744. We bought this particular car cover because it's waterproof, and that way we don't have to put the top on when we go to shows, and it fits on all 70 to 92 Camaro and Trans Ams. Perfect timing now, it's starting to rain, so we're going to put this on the car, and there's a tag in the front that says front, and that's going to face the front of the car. So we're just going to put it on and wrap it around the bumpers. We're going to try this out. This car cover has little holes done at the bottom in case you want to bungee it across so that it stays tight. And this is a good quick way if you don't have enough indoor storage, you can store your car outside. Or if you don't feel like putting your tops on, you can cover it up and keep it out of the weather. We bought this at Pet Boys for $49.99, and it's a good unit if you're on a budget, and it gets the job done.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Fbody Digest. Our next episode will go live on July 15th, and in that episode you're going to see...
We've got Tool Tech, which is sandblasting 101, and our product review is the Phoenix Graphics Slide Over Protectant.
We're going to have exclusive coverage for the 16th annual All Firebird Lawn Show in Saratoga Springs, New York. And we're also going to do a segment on how you can video your car and use that video to put on, say, eBay or AutoTrader to help you sell your classic hot rod. We hope that you'll give us some feedback on the show, and you can do that by sending us an email to fbodydigest@fbodywarehouse.com. We hope you've enjoyed the program, and we hope you tell all your buddies. We take a lot of pride in bringing this to you, and while it may be a little simple, we hope you enjoy it.
Well, that's all for now. We'll see you next time.